Happy New Year, everyone, and happy Chinese Lunar New Year as well. I'm recording this on the 31st of January, which happens to be the first day of the new Chinese year. So it's the year of the horse. I think that means I should paint a shit ton of knights, which I have to anyway for a tournament coming up in about a month. This is, however, a tournament preview of a tournament I'm going to on the 2nd of February, which is called Wargaming Without Borders. The focus is to donate money for the typhoon in the Philippines that devastated quite a number of folks, I hear, so always a good cause. I am not going to go into my army too much because it's the same army I'm bringing that I brought to the 2,000 point games at Foodhammer and at the Games Workshop premiere. Instead, this video, I'm just going to say, yep, there's a tournament coming up, expect some videos for that, but Drake the Dragon Wargame is what the focus is going to be. I'm going to promote this game a little bit because it's a game that I've been involved with for quite a number of months now, ever since their first successful Kickstarter went off. They are a strategy game, skirmish strategy game, that is based around your dragon casting very powerful spells and their minions trying to take out your opponent's dragon and minions. So it's kind of a combination of like War Machine of Hordes and Magic the Gathering, where not only are you building an army list for the models you're bringing to field on the board, but you're actually bringing a deck of cards that your dragons are going to use to fight each other. An example would be giving a speed buff to one of your units in the form of a card that you have to cast out of your hand. Another example would be doing a powerful melee attack with one of your dragons, like the dragon you see in front of you, which is based around, getting in there and smashing face. I actually painted this dragon. Everything in this video, except for the next two photos that'll be shown, I've painted. So I have been pretty busy working on their stuff. They're pretty demanding with stuff getting out and painted on time for the backers to see. They're going to be doing their second Kickstarter on the same day that I'm going to be doing my next tournament, which is Sunday the 2nd. And if you want to check them out, the game is called Drake the Dragon Wargame, so you can either Google that, or the company is called Action Games Miniatures, and they're local to Vancouver, BC, where I'm from. And the guys who run it are really great. They're full of energy. I can't explain it anymore. A little story. I went to the director's house for a leaving party for his brother who was heading back to Manitoba at the time. And his brother is totally into making custom beats, I guess you could say. And he has this little recording Mix-It Master. I don't even know what it's called, but he records some hilarious shit on that thing, and it's all beatbox. He does not use any kind of synthesizer or anything else. It's just his mouth doing this thing, and he's hilarious. And his brother is acting as the authority figure in the family, I guess, in lack of parents, and telling him to be quiet. The neighbors are going to complain. It was a funny night. I drank a little too much, perhaps, but it was awesome. These guys are totally great, and you should check out their game. They are totally what I'm about in wargaming, is just, having a good time with your buddies, whether it be drinking or not, and not being too serious about the game, but enjoying it nonetheless. It's all about the models and just shit looking sweet, I guess. So I want to go over the 3 factions that have been released in the first Kickstarter of Drake. There's going to be more, but the first 3 are the Great Mystics, the Mountain Lords, and the Builders. So the dragon you see in front of you right now is the Sand Dragon from the Great Mystics faction. I painted this. I think it's the first dragon that I did for them. And they took this to Origins, the convention, and showed off the game there. Great Mystics are... they live near the water. They're a faction based around powerful spells, and perhaps not the most physically brutish dragons of all, but they're more lanky. They're kind of akin to a pterodactyl, in my opinion, and they kind of dominated the Kamaic people. The Kamaic people are a mix between, I would say, Aztec culture and something like Carthage from ancient Europe, ancient Africa, I guess if you want to say. These warriors right in front of you are the totem warriors from the Great Mystics faction. They're Kamaic totem warriors, and they are super badass heavy infantry models. I just finished painting them, and they'll be having more professional shots done soon, aka shots not in my shitty light box. The other two factions are the Builders, which are a kind of speedy, not based around combat, but not based around magic. They're kind of the middle of the pack between the, the really lanky magic casting and the really brawny battle, fuck your shit up in combat type dragons. So they wear armor to protect themselves, and they've controlled the human population of people that they're good at blacksmithing, they're good at forging weapons, and they're, I guess, about speed as well. The Mountain Lords faction is controlled by the biggest of the dragons in this realm, the Garrick Dragon and the Timor Dragon, and they control a subhuman or abhuman population called the Cherik. There was a picture of them that I just showed previously. They're kind of dark-skinned warriors with red crests on their heads, and they're kind of a more feral race, and they make up for what they lack in armor. They make up for it in like brute strength and just skill at hunting and that kind of stuff. I also like them a lot too. I painted the Timor Dragon, which was one of the first dragons I showed in this video. Anyways, again, if you want to check this stuff out, Google AGM or Google Drake the Dragon Wargame, and everyone would really appreciate it. Other than that, I will see you after Sunday, and hopefully have some battle reports for you early in the week. I'm back to work now these days, so it might be a little bit longer than anticipated for the next videos. Anyways, wish me luck, and I will see you in February. Bye-bye.